Hello, welcome to the ConsensusDocs training video series. I am Lynette Nichols, the Sales Support Specialist at ConsensusDocs, and I will be your guide. This session will show you how to finalize your contract to make it into a PDF. I will also show you how to unfinalize your negotiation if more edits are needed. And then also, I'll show you how to archive your finalized negotiations to make them into zip files to keep on your computer or your other shared device. In order to access our website, you can go to www.consensusdocs.org and you'll be able to sign into your account via the orange sign in button here. Once signed in with your email address and password, you can click on login and it will bring you to your account. In order to finalize a negotiation, if you already have one in place that needs finalization, you can go to Projects, click on that project, and then click on that negotiation that requires finalization. We're going to click on our 747 here, and that one will be ready. As you can see here, I have a 1.0 document that has been revised and that is now ready for signature. So let's make it into a PDF. As you can see, there's a Finalize button here on the right-hand side, but it's not illuminated. In order to click that Finalize button, you must check the 1.0 or higher revision of your contract. So let's click on the 1.0 here, and then click on Finalize here on our right-hand side. When I click on Finalize, it'll ask me if I'm sure. We will click and say OK. Once we have clicked OK, it will now then go through the process of changing it into a PDF, similar to the loading process of when you're uploading it. Now here is our finalized PDF of our contract. We can download PDF of that contract to make it ready for signature. Our PDF, as you can see here, and I'll make that a little bit bigger. Our PDF here is now stripped of the watermark. It also has a content secure ID, which is a finalized security feature that appears on every contract that is finalized through our system. So you will notice that in the footer section of every page for your contract. That will be the only additional feature on your contract. As you can see, like I said, the watermark feature is done, and any other changes that you've made on the contract will also be taken out. There will be no red line changes on the contract. So once your contract is done, you can be able to go ahead and print it out and have it all set. And so your contract would then no longer appear on the In Progress tab of your project. It will now appear on the Finalize tab. However, there may be a situation where you may need to edit the contract. So when you go into the contract, you will see the negotiation. You will see that, oh, I can still upload. However, there is not a Finalize button that is available to you now that you have finalized this negotiation. So you would need to unfinalize this project in order to keep track of all your revisions and to make a new PDF for you. So you would go back to your project, go to the Finalize tab, click on the More button next to that negotiation, and click on Unfinalize. If you have a subscription package with us, which if you've gotten this far, you do, all the subscription package, except for the express package per document, will allow you to unfinalize a negotiation up to 5 times. For the express package per document, you're only allowed to unfinalize that negotiation once. So please be aware of that as you're going through your subscription. So once you are sure that you're ready to unfinalize, it says you have 5 remaining. After this one, it will drop down to 4. So we're going to click on OK. And now our contract is now available to me back in the In Progress tab. If I click on that negotiation, I can now see that the finalized revision is now gone. If I'm out and about and I'm not at my desktop without access to that contract, I can click on Download Word to get that last revised contract that I have within my system. And I can make the additional edits that are needed to the contract. For example, let's say that we no longer need the instructions page because we are seasoned ConsensusDocs users. We no longer need the instructions. Also, the job number needed to be corrected, and then also we have the wrong account code. So we put that information in as well. So as we close this out, and we're going to save this again, we can now upload this back into our system. We're going to click on Add File, and we're going to go to our negotiation. And we're going to click on Start Upload. Now, once we upload this, we'll be able to finalize this negotiation again. As you can see, now here's that Finalize button that is now available to me. I would go ahead and click on the button next to the revision. You would notice that this now says 3.0. Please don't let that confuse you. Our platform will keep track of all the revisions that you place in the system. If you have your 1.0, which is your first revised contract, and then you finalize that 1.0, that finalized copy will be then technically your 2.0. So when you unfinalize, it will delete that 2.0 or whichever revision that is, and it will consider the next contract that you upload the next number in the row, which for us here in this example would be 3.0. So now that we've checked this box for our 3.0 revision, we're going to click on Finalize. And we're going to click on OK. And now, once again, we have a finalized PDF available to us to download. If, again, this negotiation needs to be downloaded one more time and be unfinalized and made edited, you can go back to the Finalize tab. You can go back to the More button, click on Unfinalize. And as again, you see it has 4 remaining. Now when I click it, I will have 3. I click OK. It's now back in progress. I can then upload that revised contract one more time. I can go ahead and click on Start Upload. And then once it's uploaded back into our negotiation, we can finalize it one last time, hopefully. So we'll check that box next to that negotiation and click on Finalize. We would click on OK, and then we would be all set. So now our document is done, and we are completely set for signatures. So now that my negotiation has been finalized on the platform, I will now have to make a zip file. And I want to keep track of all the comments, all the revisions that have been made with the negotiation. And I would want to definitely do that because the ConsensusDocs platform does not store your negotiation past 6 months. So 6 months from today, on March the 16th, if I were to finalize this negotiation on today, 6 months from now, I would get a notification letting me know that I have 30 days to download this contract as it will be purged from our system. And that's fine, that's okay, because more often than not, most users will have that contract already saved on their computer. But if you don't keep your access to your contracts, but you would still like to store them, we advise that you go back to that project, go to that finalized negotiation listed in that lovely email we sent you, and you would go and click on Download Zip File. It will then pop up with this window and let you know that your negotiation is ready. And we would click here, and it would create for us a zip file available with all of the contracts associated with this file. Here we would get a comment history, a text file of the comment history. We would get the finalized to standard comparison. We would get the first Word version we uploaded, the second and the third. We would also get a PDF comparison And then, of course, the original standard document would be available to us as well. The previous revised finalized negotiations won't be listed in there. It will be only the last finalized PDF available to you. So please make note of that. However, that finalized copy would definitely just be those revised copies of those first two contracts that you have created. You want to make sure that you store that zip file someplace on your computer or your shared file of your company so that you'll be able to have access to it when needed. So, in order to get to that download zip file again, you would need to go to the Finalize tab, go to that negotiation name, and click on Download Zip File. If you're already in the negotiation and immediately after you finalize it and you know this is it, no more is going to be edited or happening, you can go ahead and click on download zip file while in the negotiation, and it will do the same thing as well as I showed you previously. For additional information and additional help, please contact our support staff at 866-925-3627, or you can email them at support@consensusdocs.org. Thank you for watching.